Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Manichean Nomads series featuring the Pecheneg culture, who are all mainly Manicheans these days. Now, 942 is the year, and this will be the year of celebrations after the last couple of years, which we have conquered almost all of Volga, Bulgaria. Although one more part remains, and that's Bashkiria, but we'll get that later. Which means in the future that we would have to do the subordination war for Bashkiria, which we do have the population and the, well, we'll get the prestige of that soon, so it's possible we may go to war again, but only for Bashkiria. Again, we largely attend to the taken all of Volga, Bulgaria, except for a few select places. No chance at all. So I was about to say, any of these areas that has tribal holdings, we will uproot them and turn them nomadic. Turn them into grazing land. That is my intention. So that way our clans can prosper, and then I can hold more lands for myself. Yeah, this is a total population of the country as a whole. Over 25,000 people live here. There is no clan land demand because I never gave away the lands that I've been holding for a while now, except for a select few, such as these two new clans that were created just to hold these territories. Only one wants independence, but that's only because I am not giving him what he wants. So there may be some issue there. But that tends to happen. Alright, what's your excuse, all of you? Needs more grazing land? You know, there's this tribal holding who serves me directly. It's just a chief, not a powerful vassal. Maybe I ought to get rid of him and give it to him just to please him. Because everybody seems pleased, well, except for this one that wants more grazing land. But obviously it's the one from over there, and I can't give him any land. At least from now. But he likes me nonetheless. One second. Well, that explains it. There's that decision, reclaim nomadic county. I'll be granted that, and then give it to Etebesage. Yeah, that's what you should do. There, job done. He's out of here. What gives? Right. Has a favor from. I need your council support. Plus it's easier that way because two reasons. Because these two are unlanded. My Chamberlain and Chief. Didn't I already ask you? No. I just need at least two of you to support me, and then we'll give Copio to him. Anyways, now we got that settled. Now, soon it'll be April, which will celebrate Nowruz this year. But for now, it's time to hold war games, which is something that you can only hold once in a lifetime. And I have lived a long life. Think. We'll just hold the war games. Khan Batan of the Pechenegs has decided to hold a great competition of our skills. He called for the brave warriors across the Pechenegs to assemble at Zarejuk in 2 months' time. That'll be March. Where they will display their prowess with horse, bow, and sword for the admiration of a host of spectators. May Zurvan guide the mightiest to victory and honor. It shall be a great contest. But don't kill him. Wouldn't do that if I were you. Plus, he's untouchable when it comes to intrigue. And I see you have an ambition, you want to improve your diplomacy. Well, I hope you'll improve it, because that's the thing you're severely lacking. Remember, he's the man with the wolf's blood. And he has fought a few duels here and there. And he has killed 2 commanders during the wars with the Bulgars. Although we'll maybe fighting against the Bulgars a few more. But for now, this is a resting period. Well, we'll be getting prestige. And let the population grow and manpower reserves go up. And then we will take these 2. There's even a temple there, which no doubt will turn it Manichean. And it's entirely possible we might expand at the much divided Khazarian steppe. There's a bunch of, things that are going on, and they can't rely on one another anymore. They may have tributaries, but they are weak and divided. Even ones with single holdings out there. We could take those, but we run the risk of being bordered with the Abbasid Empire, which is a powerful entity at times. But imperial decay is going up, and things aren't going well over there because of an ongoing epidemic of measles. And the heir is a child. In fact, no, they're all Abbasids. They're still on Alzaria, Al-Silmani. Oh, there's not much of the Abbasids left. Except the ones who are landed. But anyways. And also, we also plan on expanding towards the eastern steppe. Where there are some mix of tribals, nomads, and even feudal, which came from the Sogdians. But my only focus is just take the rest of this, even though it's hilly terrain. And regarding this, it has okay grazing land. It's not going to cause a big population growth, max population as compared to these. But it'll have to do. Thank you. Yes. I suggest you better go take care of these matters. Divided, but it's a given. You happy now? Yeah, they're good. Needs more grazing land still, but it's kind of little, comparatively. You need more grazing land. But again, you live in a desert. Well, part of it is desert. But there's still good grazing land. Sending my nephew who leads the horde to deal with these raiders. And I think in turn we should start raiding them. Until then, the war games begin. Warriors have come to Zarijuk from afar, gathering for the great war games. The impatient stomping of horses in companies, the excited cries from the spectators. As the participants salute you and give the signal for the contest to begin. I look forward to watching from the stands. Did you get anybody? No, sir. Otherwise you would have received a notification that he has killed somebody. No clans, he's on his own. Could fight a humiliation war right now. Because look at their population. We'd like to have some of that transferred over here. Might as well. What are you afraid of? The Comex ain't gonna do nothing to you. Is that so? An educated man. Nice to find a real silvertail like you. But you're a Manichean, and yeah, Manicheans used to rule in that part of the steppe, but not anymore. Sounds interesting. Yeah, that one's way too far away from us. This thing over there. Just thinking about the other places, especially when we choose to expand down there. And even thought about the possibility of making Abkhazia a tributary state if we ever move closer. But that... no, there is a... no, there's a mountain range there. So it cannot be done. Wonder where they get their fortune from. Know it. Anyway. We should start that humiliation war now. Which they'll be there on the 21st. So we got time before we officially declare it. As the war games continue. Stop! 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 War games. We can observe the Bema Feast instead, but Says you have to wait for the equinox to occur. Well, why not now? There's been a great deal of talk at the war games that Epikel's beauty. From the moment she arrived, men have been falling all over themselves to earn her favor. And many a bard has promised to commemorate her vestige in a song. Some are suggesting she is the new beauty of the Pechenegs. So she's a famous beauty. I mean, of course, that's my niece, but she's already married. Married to the heir of the Bulansupon clan. Oh, lovely. He's a very lucky man. I was about to say, why are they separated? Well, it's a good thing I just stopped at the 20th. We'll start a humiliation war now. Everyone at the war games is disappointed to hear the outbreak of war in Pecheneg. Unfortunately, this means immediate end of festivities. The Rome's warriors need to prove them on the actual battlefield instead. Curses! I get some refunds. But we can hold it again. The next time, alright? Need not to worry. Sorry to disappoint all of you, but that's just my own ambitions. My body may be sapless and infirm, but my mind is healthy as ever. Who are you? Oh, of course. Great, I'm infirm. It'll be no good to nobody. No good to me, I should say. Quick chick. Hey. What's your name? You'll do. Ah! We got them all. Whoever they were, they failed. Guess they were trying to raise an army by using it from that Ring of Honor Society. What that was. That Fighter's Guild of theirs. You've been humiliated, my friend. Now get back to Zarijuk, as you were. And watch that population transfer occur. It'll do. Not to mention we get some prestige in return. Now, let's hold the war games for real, uninterrupted. And don't start any wars during that period. We don't have time to celebrate Nomads this year, unfortunately. The war games came first. You became a tributary. Huh. Don't forget, Bashkiria, next target. And soon, Tamir will be the man of the whole Khanate. He will do well. I look forward to watching from the stands again, but this time uninterrupted. A group of warriors clash during the war games, individual pairing off against each other. But it's clear Uzluk, Chigil, and Chief Baicha are the standouts. They battle to a standstill until finally Chief Baicha It's a blow in which Uzluk, which will clearly never recover from. Got him in the eye. I'll just say that is a lot of blood. There's so many people here at the War Games. Crowds are pressing together and so many hands reach out for me. It's no wonder I find myself feeling I've come down to some kind of illness. Hope it passes quickly. That can't be good. A dull pain begins to throb behind my eyes. It's a good thing I ordered them to be here, in case something happens. But all the clans respect me. So, you say that it's not a serious illness, or maltreatment. It was certain that my illness was caused by too much laughter. To make you feel better, he forbade everyone to tell you jokes and provided me with tedious tomes. Glad I hired him. And yet people say laughter is the best medicine. That's a load of bull. Send him. There's been a great deal of talk at the War Games of Gundez's beauty. The moment she arrives, men are falling all over themselves to earn her favor. Many have barred her singing the promised commemorative vestige in song. Some are suggesting she is the new beauty of the Pechenegs, not my niece, but a concubine to this man. They get all the pretty ladies. She's 15, but turning 16 next month. Policy education, quick, groomed, famous beauty. Oh, I'm super jealous. Not to mention perceptive. And it's the one who's raising my niece. What would we have thinking? After much deliberation, Timir Borutomak has been declared the winner of Khan Batan's War Games and has bestowed his honors in an elaborate ceremony, with warriors from across the realm arousingly cheering his name. A worthy winner for the next 10 years. My opinion towards him, winner of the Grand Tournament. And he adds a lot more prestige to his name that will be added to it. So a worthy winner. And he will earn some money with that. The War Games have come to an end, and the stories of its great heroes and their unfortunate victims are already spreading throughout the land. An event to remember. And you see, the whole War Games option is gone now. You can only do it once in a lifetime. And this coming spring we'll hold the Bema Feast. Finally. So I'll seclude myself in prayer and meditation. Be right back. I've gained a newfound respect for the hermits of old. My time spent fasting and praying seclusion has done me good. Zurvan has helped me strengthen my mind. I resolved to be a better man. That reminds me. The Grand Master. Must train him. Oh my god. My Zurvan. How could you be the Grand Master if you ain't virtuous? I'll teach you how to be less sinful. Read a book at first. She's developed a burly body. Sure is he's intimidating. We shall see. Move to there. Remember Bashkuria. next target. My pressing headache has gone away, and I could focus my mind on things again. Must have been too much stuff going on back in the war games. And we will hold the Bema feast, and then after the war, then we'll get to Bashkiria. Just, no, it's friendly competition. My lord, there's a noble warrior at the gate. Says he is a veteran of many battles and desires to become a champion of your house. He praises your wisdom and honor, and pledges to always defend you in the household you accept in the throne. Okay, good. See, like, and yes, there's too many people in the court causing expenses to increase. Strong, formidable fighter, brave. He'll do. Send on a waterfall, will ya? Did we just... Oh my goodness, we're doing both. Both the Bema Feast and Nowruz. This is a special year. The new year shall soon be upon us in the world of Iran. From the snow-capped Pamir Mountains to the fertile plains of Mesopotamia shall soon be celebrating this holiday which has been observed since ancient times. This year you intend to make Nowruz a spectacle to be remembered for years. Let's make preparations. I began first by clearing out my entire residence. At the same time, I also began preparations for the Bema Feast to celebrate the life and death of Prophet Mani. As I sent out messages with invitations, all expected to come in honor of Zervan. Now, at least we got more vassals than usual. All these clans, some of which you never experienced the Bema Feast before. So, more vassals. It is customary to fast at religious reflection before the start of Bema Feast. Will you take part in this tradition? Well, I am fat, and I'm infirm. I will fast for a week. I don't care if my health goes down. I have lived a long life. And the rose has officially begun. You wake up in the morning full of energy and excitement. Before you do anything of importance, you first taste honey thrice and light 3 candles before speaking to anyone to ensure good luck and ward off disease. Now that's taken care of. First day of Nowruz. Welcome Nowruz in the lavishly decorated hall. Our servants to place silver and gold plates and vases, filled to the brim with fruits and colorful flowers all throughout, and it looks beautiful. As custom has it, first greeted by a court astronomer, he kisses the ground and congratulates me on the new year and wishes me good fortune and prosperity for the coming year. Good. Now let the musicians and singers come in. My court will enjoy the entertainment, certainly. The song and music of Nowruz. All as festive and joyful as the musicians and singers come in. And my courtiers sit at their assigned locations. As the highest ranking member of the court, I have the right to choose whichever song I want the musicians and singers to perform first. There are many songs traditionally performed during Nowruz, and only Nowruz after all. Perhaps you would like to hear the grand Nowruz-e Bozon, or the more softer, more exotic Nowruz-e Wahawi, or maybe the uplifting spiritual Bade Nowruz-e. Then again, there's also the sweet, lovely Takht-e Peruzi. Well, I'm in more into comedy these days, so I wish to hear the soft sounds of Nowruz-e Wahawi. Guests have arrived from villages throughout the realm to celebrate the Bema Feast in Sarıcık. The festivities are almost ready to begin. I took a drink. Mir Nowruzi. Haha, Tariq. Tirak, not Tariq. Tariq is an Arabic name. It's Tirak. Has been crowned the Mir Nowruzi, or the Nowruzian ruler. As a fake king, he'll be given entire fake throne, officials, and soldiers. Unfortunately, Tirak can now do as he wishes, being Mihuri no Rosi. Thankfully, his reign will only last a few days. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully, I won't be forced to do anything stupid. The singing of hymns. The Bema feast starts with the singing of various hymns that celebrate the return of spring, the life and death of Prophet Mani, and the battles of force and the forces of light have won over the armies of darkness. All those gathered raise their voices to the gods, a chorus of faith and beauty that touches the soul. It's my favorite part. Please meditate. Damn it! Tirarch is definitely enjoying his powers, is mere Inorosi. He made me do some very embarrassing things. Things so embarrassing I want to curl up and bawl and die every time I think about him. You'll pay for this! And now the Feast of the Elect. Only the elect, those who are devoted to the Manichean faith, are invited to take part in a ritual meal, which both symbolizes the life of Mani and the theology of the Manicheans. To take part is a great honor and glory. Tirach's reign as the Inorosi has come to an end. Now everyone is rid of him of the throne, beat him, and force him to flee the building. Won't this be fun? Yes, quite fun. Violence is quite fun. I'm a rawful person, you know. I want to beat his ass. No simpy. And now the presentation of the Arzang. The Arzang picture book is a work painted by Mani himself, which depicts the Manichean theology in simple terms, so that even the uneducated can read and understand the faith. The book rests on the Bema until the feast is over, after which the priest recites sermons from it and absolves the sins of those attending. Praise be to Zurvan. Got the karma. Bema feast is over now, another celebration of light to drive back the darkness. Excellent. And Nowruz ends. This year's Nowruz has been nothing short of exciting and fun. But alas, all good things come to an end. The world begins to calm and settle down and return to my normal routine. May this year be a good one. Oh, it'll be a good one, alright. I could still lead, but at my own risk. Because I am infirm, old, and fat. But I still have the skills. Because I wish to lead out one more time. There's some things going on over there. But while we keep them busy, Subordination for Bashkiria. Sure to take all the tribal holdings. But he's over there. My last war. Yeah, sure. These guys again. Alright. He lost slothfulness. That's what I wanted to hear. He earns a strange color, he says. Oh god, there goes one of my courtiers, who was of dubious blood. And he had plans to kill somebody. That's him. Put him in irons. War over. Bashkiri is ours. And how long was that? 2 months. Since he still has his own country, so the lands are ours. And they're nomadic lands now. 1 second. No clan land demand, huh? I guess I get to hold these myself, but it says okay grazing land. Other non-nomad vassals. We don't have anything like that, do we? We'd rather have a Manichean run the temple. Not him. So, just have a look at it. Huh. Anyways. Says yes, because I have the power. So, this will lure opinion other non-nomad vassals. Okay. Get him out of here. I was about to say, who's that man? Well, we did say we want to go to the eastern steppes, so this is just 2 areas to take. Eastward we go, then. Sogdia is broken. Not quite. They're just in the middle of one of its conflicts. And now they're taking advantage of this. Definitely taking advantage. So they're quite separated at the moment. Whichever is the quickest way. But beware. They have the Western Protectorate on their side. Which means they could call the Chinese Honor Guard and they'll beat us up. Big time. I ain't scared of it. Get them out of here. Some of them may have gold in them. See what I mean? Even if we have to take a bit of scrap on you. Oh yeah, I know that guy. Yo. Out. Out. O-U-T, out. That one had nothing in it. Now we got a proper one. A proper bishop. Just like we have a local bishop here. Too late. Heard of the tribe. What gives? Oh yeah, that's down here. We only tolerate their kind here because they're quite useful. If we want, you know, a few tribal levies. But these make very little difference. Come on, hurry up. We have 10,000 of population, but we can expand more than that. Hell. Now this one's gonna be my last war, for real. Stop. You'll get it. Pretty good garrison size, but I guess we could do with one more. But I fear the worst. That they're gonna bring that Chinese honor guard with them and they're gonna kick our can. But we just don't give a care. We're gonna come in and we're gonna beat them up. And soon you will become Khan. Hey, you were a tough soldier. Why are you a misguided warrior? What happened to you? I mean, he's still a veteran. But don't forget he's a War Games champion. What he'll be largely be remembered for a while now. Hey, welcome back. I feel bad for you. You were a famous beauty for a while. What happened to that? Well, let's just get it done right now before it gets messy. Less than a month. Your land is mine. I'd like to have more stuff for myself. But perhaps I could create another clan off of Pecheneg up there. Belia. Nobody seems to mind. No clan land demand here. But since you are new to the scene, I'll give you another piece of grazing land. Keyword grazing land, because it really isn't. Also, if you want to deal with these tribal settlements, we'll destroy them yourself if you don't like them. Reclaim Lomac. So, yes. More land, more steppe for myself. Which means excellent grazing land, increasing the maximum population. But unfortunately, you've inherited some rebellious and restless provinces. But something tells me that we ought to go get an appointed domain overseer, but that's not going to do now, would it? We've gone far. Nearly reached to the ends. Oh, I remember you. Pretty big horde you got there. Yeah, why not? Let's take advantage of the situation. Come back. Zoo. Yeah, let's just take it as a whole. Let's put this guy in. Which keep well in mind that will not become the vassal, but it will be a separate entity. So let's give the Manicheans their land back. Yep, we're heading into the lands of modern-day Kyrgyzstan. Ran by Kipchaks. Oh, hell. That's plenty. I got time. I'll be back in a moment. I'm back. Okay, we're only here for 1 or 2 holdings, and then that'll be it. And then we'll be out of here. And then things will return to normal. And go deal with any raiders that comes to our lands. I need 2. Hire 2 holy commanders. Also, and Bulgar. When you say stuff like that, that's for damage against religious enemies. Particularly Tengris, Muslim or anything like that. And they live for the sword, so he has no interest in politics or love. He lives only to fight and improve his skills. Even though these guys are rather sinners. But still gotta make good use of them. Because we do need plenty of talent these days. There we go. Hey, you have siege authority. Come here. So we can bring this holding down faster. That'll slow him down a little. There's the child, but just clap them all in irons. They're not gonna hold that territory anymore. Instead, we're putting this man back in charge. Yes, Manichean nomads are back again in this part of the world. Told you we get your land back. And I wonder, would you like to marry her, my niece? Let's show goodwill. I'll return. I don't care about lowborns at this time. The son of the wolf. Trying to think of a name that doesn't sound so complex to some people. Corton. Now that's quite a sounding of a name. Oh gosh, there goes another. Oh, way down there. Yeah, they got away. Let's continue to head home. So you can hold this number of clans, but there's no demand for it. Now, population is over 30,000 as a whole. No, you cannot sanction invasion. That's for your clan's population. But since you do have the maximum population to go over 15,000, should you just remain stable, then it is just another alternative to how to, you know, get to do that. One of these must be true. So they have successfully, let Tahiri shot him. They have successfully taken Osusana, which is one of the areas I was a bit concerned of, as they continue to expand onwards, which will soon endanger our Manichean friends over in Tarim, which we do have contact with now. That's good. We have contact with the mighty kingdom of Tarim, ran by the Kotani Saga. It's like, how come they're allowed to join their wars, whereas I can't? Man, there's no alliance between us, but they do. Just looking. That's Turkestan. And that'll put you right over where Mongolia is. Even though we're kind of bypassed Tobo, but don't think that you would be next. Because I'll get you too. Uproot that tribal holding and all that, that's what I would do. It has come to the attention of the heavenly emperor of the Tang Empire that the merchants from your lands have been acting with deceit and dishonesty. While conducting trade over merchants, we are certain that you'll make sure that this behavior will cease immediately. Yeah, you got it. Even though we don't have cities, so that city tax lowering doesn't even matter. Hey! It's those Khazars. Get them! What the heck is he doing there? That's the worst commander I've ever seen. Oh, he ain't gonna matter anymore. Just ransom. I'm sure people will care. He may have a bunch of friends, but that ain't gonna slow us down, because we will eventually get down to the Khazar portion of the steppe. Because Armenia is rather intimidating. Well, that's because they hired mercenaries, because they have the money and they could do that. They've been at war and at odds with the Abbasids for a long time. The numbers may look intimidating, but that's the reason why we've been making more clans. It's just straight from our Khanate as a whole. Especially with increasing the population, which will take a while. But we need to not go to war so dang much. Let the manpower reserves just go up all the way. And then, and then in turn, less of that publisher goes to manpower and just let it continue to grow. Just grow, grow, grow. That's what you should do. That place has step. So does that one. As we break down, this is how much I actually control versus the clans out there. I just like to have most of the steps to myself. And it's only the steppe that has excellent grazing land. That's how it looks like. Return here. But if I were you, I would use that prestige to... Oh, please get well soon. One second. You be the treasury guard. That's more prestige and more payment for you. He had a fever, but now he's better. He got his martial skill back up again. He's a skilled fighter. Plus sturdy. And now he's a tough soldier again. Okay, that's good. Wonder what caused him to lower his education, and now he's back up. And he's failed to teach himself some diplomacy. That's going to be an issue with you that we would have to deal with one of these days. Might as well have to use it. Sounds like a good idea. Vassalize head of religion. That is the main reason why I still say that major goal is to get to Samarkand eventually. To put him in Samarkand as a permanent residence. Not kill my brother. Fortunately, he's still winning. Oh, they draw claim to this area. When we go against wars like these, then that means we would be at our best. Not to mention you're putting yourself dangerously close to Dalam and Khorasan areas. Especially absent from across the sea there. Just one of the things you ought to be concerned of. Still got the measles. What's a mild one? So he'll live. Plus he's a renowned physician. I notice things. No, I'm not that vain. I am gathering support to temporarily widen the range of the circular mountain order. More specifically, I'm seeking to allow stewards in the order. Hope I can count on your support. Yeah, I approve. Why not? We need more talented people in the Army of Light, as there's only 12 of us. I've spent years studying the basic tenets and beliefs of the Manichean faith. Now I consider myself quite an advanced Manichean scholar. Yes, that's how I want to be remembered as. A theologian, despite the fact they call me Slayer of the Bulgar. I will dedicate my life's work to Matria. That's who I am, and that is going to be my legacy. A man of the faith. Despite the fact that I have a bit of an anger issue, but I'm zealous to the Manichean faith. And I hope someone could teach me and try to be less sinful. That's what I was trying to hope. I mean, I'm not trying to go for sainthood. They don't do that here. No need for that. That's just bragging rights. Maybe we ought to go after them next, just to take advantage of the situation. Whichever way is the quickest. Oh, hell. You'll have the prestige for it soon. You're gonna die with no prestige, and let the man have it all. He'll have all the glory to himself. Will you please give everybody a chance? I'll be turning 60 soon. Yes, leading my men to battle. The infidels never sleep, and neither shall we. Patience for the weak, because I'm Raffle. My nephew is cruel. Pokemania. Taking this part here, and they're not gonna fight back. Yeah, sure. But I wish to remain here. Who says that? How dare he? Now reclaim the nomadic county, if we can. Actually, no. Unfortunately, he's going to be staying with you for a while. Must have 50 some odd prestige. Hey, you over there. You've been talking some stuff at me? Well, we're gonna go raid you. Well, you're gonna be serving as a vassal for a while. Until you're dealt with. Fine. Tangrist uprising. Cursed infidels. And some infidels survived then. Alright. Because I need to complete that mission. Get up there. Disregard. Now, where were you? Where were you? Where were you? I was trying to think. Yes. It's the manpower growth. Try to get it at the max. Faster. may have the hills and the river crossing, but we don't give a care. They're mainly infantrymen. We're gonna catch them. We'll take the penalty, but do not worry. We have that holy war with us, with the damage against religious enemies. Yeah, I'll do it. But levy size, that matters very little, because we don't have much of holdings of cities, castles, and temples. It's all nomadic. We do have one temple, but that matters little too. If I'm gonna go down, I'd rather go down fighting. Yes, sir. For Zervan. I'm a renowned commander. Skilled fighter. Sinister forces at work. We're gonna chase them down. Make them pay. We shall meet them this far up there. We still got our silver mine, which is why we've not moved out of that marsh. Well, hold on, hold on. Okay, calm down. Calm down, people. God damn it. That takes care of them. Oh, these two are feuding between each other. For what? Land? Bragging rights? I will give it a try. Disturbing reports from Zaraju. A mysterious wooded ship's been spotted floating in the sky along the far horizon and several areas along the coast. A few ships that try to approach could never reach it, and it does not fly a flag or banner of any known peoples. Wherever it was spotted, locals report hearing strange whistling noises like a faint screeching wind in the night for several weeks afterwards. Alarming apparitions. I think we should increase that little max manpower a bit. Find it. This training grounds is what you're looking for, but you need some prestige. The big army of Tarim. They're about to win for Ghana. My goodness, Tarim, where did they get an army of that size? Did you hire mercenaries? Yes, they did. No, wait. No, it's not the Army of Light. Which during a major crisis, be it Abbasid attack or mighty Armenian army along with mercenaries, the Army of Light is for you. Am I saying what I'm saying? Georgian. That's gonna go to the Byzantine Empire one day. If Armenia doesn't get a... anytime soon. Well, in this case, Desires better non-aggression. Okay then. I was thinking, you two have children, then in return for protection. Should we have an alliance between us? It's just an idea. Ugh. All that manpower. Alright, got rid of that ruffle trait. Fergana is fallen, and Sogdia has been reduced again. But I guess it is high time to go down to Khorasan, but you need prestige for that, which we can get it. We do have the population. So that's going to be the future then. We will go down to Khorasan, which, as far as holding is concerned, don't think we can get rid of them all, but if these Sogdian locals can work with us, then we'll try to cooperate. Again, they do not view Manicheans as infidels, just religious differences, because, hey, we're part of the Ahura Mazda religion group. You work with us, and then we'll work with you. So I'd rather have you as a vassal, because you're more familiar with these lands. You can have Bukhara, Nakshab, but Samarkand, whenever we get there, that will be where the Archegos will live, because we wish to vassalize the head of religion. Just one of the few major goals of this series that I've been saying, get to Samarkand, but there is a Zoroastrian uprising ongoing in this area. But I don't think they'll win. But it pretty much tells you that there is resistance. So I wouldn't give up hope just yet. All we need is just some prestige to go along with it. But I don't have long to live. Well, for one, you should just hold a summer fair, just for a small amount of prestige. I just thought of another way. Promote a debate. It'll cost me some prestige, but hopefully I'll win a favor and use that to get more prestige. Religious debate in a council. Oh, I know some of that. Oh, and he knows nothing. Well, based on my personality, I'll debate it aggressively because I have zealous and brave. That will help. Press it for the win. I win the debate. I gained some prestige back, and now I need you to repay that favor for me, as I will ask for prestige, as it will take time. Move up. We're gonna go to Khorasan. And Napoleonic diplomacy is no longer effective because I won the debate. The jester who performed during the summer ran around Silihan bells. Before I knew it, he hit me with his bubble. Everyone laughed at this and his jokes, or rather his insults. It's rather funny. Increases social standing. 300 prestige. Thank you very much. Okay, so here's the deal. It may look like they've been weakened, but beware, as you will go down there. Nearby Zoroastrian rulers, which there's hardly any anymore. And I doubt these Manicheans would assist us, but you cannot attack because 15,000 population. Well, crud. Just when I... Oh, look. Let me see. Comparative. We're not bordered with them. Because they have a sizable population I would like to take. They're not nomad. They are. Okay, turn back. Actually, this way. It's much easier. We just need to fight humiliation wars against any nomadic country that are still out there. We do have the prestige, but not the population size. So I'll be willing to fight a bunch of humiliation wars. You know, the whole situation's a goddamn mess. Up there. Let me see. Max population, but I'm looking for population growth. That's manpower growth. But no population growth. You cannot increase that. I'm just looking. Nah. Hey, it's kind of hard to be a nomad, alright? I guess it's better off that you would just continue to expand. Expand, and try not to fight too dang much with these wars. So monthly population growth +4 for me. It's just looking at the modifier. T holdings. Monthly growth percentage 1%. So how's it compared to something like this one? Monthly population, monthly manpower growth. Same. But regardless, just defeat them once. And then we'll get some of the population in here. Just 15,000, and we finally go down to Sogdia, or whoever's the owner of it still by that time. I've come to the realization that I wasn't even there. That's tribal. Where am I? Who are these people? Oh, pretty colors. So tired. Now I'm incapable. Well, before you go incapable, just use the last of these things to hire some holy commanders. That'll stick with them in the court. No Bema feast to prepare. Guess my time is coming. So that's a big health reduction. I ain't gonna be long for this world. And I don't plan on committing suicide. Just instructive to get everybody found there. Do you want to surrender now? Stubborn man. I've been a good servant to the light and Zirvan, but now my time is coming soon. It's a start. He'll be with you. I don't think I'm allowed to start any more wars because it's under a regency now. What the hell is that? Oh, it's an independence war. Because that is an imperial symbol. Well, it says you can. No one else is coming after. It's up to you. Go get him, Tiger. As soon as this character dies, that will be the end of this episode. By this character, I mean myself. You know what makes me wonder? If you want this population growth, I mean, I just thought of this just now. That if you want this population to continue to grow, how about you start the wars, make your vassals, order your vassals to besiege that area. Let your clan let your friendly clans do all the work, so you don't have to send your order way. That's just an idea. I may have to implement that in the next episode for future conflicts. Let your fellow clan do all the dirty work, since they're all doing nothing. Since you're the one that's doing all the heavy lifting, and each time you're not, you're filling the manpower. You kept doing that, but you're not filling the population up faster because of some of that's going into manpower. You know, that's a thought. That's for Max, but I'm looking for wagon. Yeah, that'll do. This is for max population increase while lowering the nomad tax. That's an idea. Actually, his capital's over there. What regards there's a city and a temple here. To the useless bookworm Batan, you child of a mangy dog, this is a formal declaration of war. Armies shall meet on the battlefield. Is it for... Tell again. Well, he's coming in with full force, and he will bring mercenaries along. Is the Army of Light available? Yes. Well, call the Army of Light. And any clans that are willing to accept. This is a defensive war here. Everybody from all over, head over here. Head straight for the capital. Just wrap that war up immediately. Thank you very much. Everybody must come over here. This army. We'll meet you soon. Sooner or later. Come on. Finish the damn war already. Guess we have to take one more holding, and that's that. Just win one battle, then that's it. Okay, there you go. Now head down to Zarajo. Because they're going to be over 12,000 strong since they No, these are event spawn troops, not mercenaries. That's because he's a member of the Sandpit, so that's what he did. He raised more. He raised an army, and then when things don't go his way, he's going to bring mercenaries. And we have the Army of Light to protect us. So now we have to bring our horde over here as well. As well as all the other clans. That's a good thing. So 4,000 strong. And then plus another close to 5,000 from our vassal ally troops. So hopefully that would be enough. And I have full confidence that you will achieve this to defeat these invaders, that they're at it again. So whatever you do, just sit there, don't do anything. Pick the war focus. What do you mean? I'm incapable. I can't do that. But hey, he's a good regent. Actually, all that's going to expire, but give me a moment. Collect tribute. Send your chamberlain could collect extra contributions from vast tributary rules. Not please them much. Okay, you cannot with this one, but you can with some of the others from within here. Oh, that's because he's the chamberlain. He can't do that himself. Oh, that's why. Okay. Never mind then. That's what I was hoping for, but... Those lands you control. Need to turn on Pecheneg, because there's still some of that old culture there. We tried doing that with them, but that's far-fetched. No, I got something for you. Forget about that. Just trying to oversee construction because we're trying to build a wagon train here. It's just we need this. That's what I was trying to do. There they are. They have taken the objective. Send out your best. I recall. There you are. Need more commanders that'll do a lot of damage towards religious enemies. So, the best. Yeah, we know what that's about. Bulgars now a rebellious province, and a man continues to assault me while on my deathbed. You know, there's a lot more of these guys out there. Oh, they're coming. They're coming in a big way. Bringing camel cavalry with them. And oh, it does affect camel cavalry as well. So we got a man who's a Lightfoot leader. Also flat terrain expert, which will not do here in a marsh. And this one's an ardent defender. which will do a lot better in defensive, but also damage against religious enemies. Any war, one of these must be true. I don't have the fervor, that's one thing, I understand. Because I used it all up to get more holy commanders. I mean, that was a mistake. 1 second. Hello? Hello? Yes. Okay. Okay, so let's see how this battle goes, because it'll begin on next month. I slowed down the time because, be right back, I'm gonna do something. Just be right back. I'm gonna put my headset down real quick. Okay, so we all arrived here for whatever horrors to come. In the Siege Authority, the man who knows siege weaponry, he's here along with us. Who else? Bula, you be here. And there's only going to be very few reinforcements coming. Us, the Army of Light, and these holy commanders, which honestly, I mean, it's good to have more of them, but we could have just requested military support and we would have had another 2,000 strong men to come here. Well, that will not do. And I hope you have what it takes, Tamir. You are a Khan in waiting, and hopefully you'll kill a few enemy commanders out there. And they've also hired some mercenaries, so reinforcements are still down there. This is their advanced force. So, all I could say is, you men, give them hell. Beat back the Army of Darkness. Who's this man? Aggressive leader. Ooh. Again, they crossed the river. It's our holy warrior. Now we're putting a lot of pressure on them. They just have heavy cavalry and we don't. It's not how we operate. Alright, massive loss for the enemy army. Now retake Volga. Because if you don't take that objective, that war score is going to keep going up. But if need be, spend your gold to hire mercenaries. Get it back. Now return here. When they come back to Volga, we'll engage them again. We'll make them come here. This is our territory. Together we are stronger. That's the beauty of it. those were his last words, at least if he was a comatose. I mean, I doubt he could hear us and all that. But still. Khan Batan has ascended to heaven at age 62. He died comatose in bed, cursed with an unhealthy love for food. Batan was known for his massive girth. Many at court were fearing his habits would lead him to an untimely demise years before his death. I mean, he will only be remembered as a good religious man. He was a good Manichean and all that. But, of course, he didn't live an ascetic lifestyle, nor did he choose to get in shape. But still. Khan Temir, towering over his enemies on the battlefield, Temir will have no problem inspiring his troops. Long live Khan Temir. Land's not divided. We're still in this together. Still have to give you your job back. You'll have it. You still have your job. You'll have this. On a war focus. And sooner or later, I'll become a hero. But I will only use this just to get this for now, as a member of the Warrior Lodge. The dedication you display is admirable, brother, Telek tells me, inspecting my horse. We've been riding for hours. All I feel is invigorated by fresh air. You are good with her, he says, gesturing at the animal. All of this, he concludes. Thank you, Telek. That means a lot. In my heart, I feel that Zervan might frown upon me the dedication to these people. Well, why worry? I'd like to have a few more children. I mean, that's what concubines are for. But still. And plus, the only flaw you have is diplomacy. Which you need to get that adjusted. Only know one favor too. And I'm gonna need some piety. Can repay that for me? Thank you. It's for the future. If we ever get the Army of Light back in action again. It's them again. Should we go in after them? I mean, we be taking a river crossing penalty. Plus, it's also marsh. I think we should try to... I mean, there's no indication that there's reinforcements over at the coast, so... By the end of the month, we'll be there. Well, we are committed. No matter what. That ain't great. We're gonna have a stern talking to later once this is all over. Engaging them. Enemy reinforcements will be there on 6th of May. I'm not the commander of any of those, but still. Come on. There's the Caliph himself. Fall pause segregation, only because we don't have the diplomacy for that. Major defeat for the enemy. I lost the opportunity to do a sky burial because I had to be there for a battle. Could have done it to your predecessor, but I couldn't do it. Yeah, sure. Right. Choose your patron angel. Go for Vohumana, since you're so concerned about diplomacy and your Shekinah, but that'll have to wait until the war's over. I'm trying to improve myself. Where do you think you're going? Eliminated them all. The war score's gonna tick up as long as we hold the objective, so stand here. I've heard about people in the Eastern realms live on a vegetarian diet. That is, they refuse to consume meat, often for moral or religious reasons. Clearly there are many different cultures around the world, but to subsist without eating meat for your entire life? Are there people who would go to such extreme lengths for their beliefs? Does their food even taste good? Well, I have a lot of prestige, but I need karma, so I'll just say such restraint is admirable. Couldn't do a sky barrel because of these bastards. Of course, you can always donate your gold to the Army of Light if you want more karma. For future reference, should you get the Army of Light for conflicts like these. We'll engage them again soon. Oh. My daughter's a genius. It's been ages since I felt so invigorated by a battle. Every day our unit is moving as connected by some unspoken bond I exclaim eagerly one night. Or a higher power of some kind. Oh, so you, my lord, one of my soldiers says, a look of genuine surprise on his face. It's a team effort, soldier. It'll be over soon. All we gotta do is just break their will. Just like what my predecessor said. Like what my uncle said. Together we are stronger. That's why he expanded the realm in more ways than we can imagine. And perhaps one day we'll go down to Sogdia and reclaim Samarkand for the Manichean faith. Really? You really want to go up against them? Because they are bigger and stronger than you. Well, this episode will end at the end of the war. As soon as possible. That's why you don't go up against us. could build this building. Adds another commander limit. But the clan center will be lowered, but max population will increase big time. That's what's needed. Anna. Just trying to think. Yeah, screw it. Just get down there and try to hunt them down. Since most of them are down there anyways. My intense study warfare has led to increased understanding of tactics and strategy. Now I'm a brilliant strategist. It's excellent. Was a tough soldier, now a brilliant strategist. But still no good diplomacy. No, I rule it. You'll still serve under me, regardless. Yeah, just take one of their holdings as a form of payback. 99% war score. Screw it, just do it. Now we can return home. Your horde swarms into the holding of Derbent as the walls crumble and fall. They intend on plundering, but won't go ahead unless you, their Khan, give them permission to do so. Bring back the spoils to me and we'll divide them between us. There's money in this. It's over. And look at the money he'll be paying. All that he's been saving up for mercenaries. Now all that goes to me. It's the, I was about to say the king's ransom. It's more like the Caliph's ransom. Not to mention up our moral authority. Thank you very much. Okay, now they're reduced too. This will be on their way back. These are that. And one last thing, which is checking on. Need something for diplomacy. Here it is. Target or understanding, which I already have high, very high martial anyways. Therefore, appalling diplomacy is no longer affecting us. I didn't get to do the sky burial, but the population growth will grow substantially, as we do have a lot of unused manpower ready in reserve. And this will give more time to at a population growth till we reach 15,000, and it will be enough to finally begin the subordination wars against those areas of those Sogdians that live there in that area, which in turn will also do a subordination war against them for Sogdia proper, and there we will reach Samarkand. We can promise you that. I mean, they're distracted by numerous wars, including those against the Chinese, so this is to our advantage. But only time will tell, as we'll be on our way there. And among other things. So we hope you people have enjoyed this long episode. That episode was way longer than I expected. But we endured. And we've expanded. And all that. But until then, until next time, so long for now.